Hi friends, in this lesson we're going to talk about different vocabulary you can use on IELTS Task 1 to boost your score. The vocabulary in this video in particular will be helpful for describing a graph, which is really common on IELTS Writing Task 1. When you're describing a graph, you need to identify trends and then describe them using a wide range of vocabulary. So if you want to get a really good score on this question type, you need to use lots of different words to talk about basically the same thing. In this lesson, I'm going to show you some sophisticated words for describing things that go up, go down, stay the same, or fluctuate. All of which will be so helpful to help you get a better score on your IELTS Writing Task 1. Okay, we will start in 1 second, but I want to say if you're new to this channel, hi, I'm teacher Luke from EnglishTestReady.com. If you're looking for a good IELTS tutor, that's the website to go to. You can find lessons from myself, plus lots of other tutors on there. Okay, anyway, back to this lesson. We'll begin now by looking at some different words you can use on your IELTS Writing Task 1, and we'll use this graph here as an example graph. And as you can see, this type of graph shows a lot of things going up, going down, staying the same, and being unpredictable. Again, very common on the IELTS test. And this graph shows data on 3 different bakeries and their yearly income. So this is what we need to describe. Okay, so that's our chart. Let's now think of words we can use to describe an upward trend when something goes up. The most basic way we can say, it went up. Remember, we often use the past tense for describing data. But some more sophisticated words could be to increase, or the noun form, unincrease. To rise, a rise. To improve, an improvement. To climb, a climb. To jump, a jump. To peak, a peak. So that was a bunch of sophisticated words you can use to describe an upward trend. They basically mean the same thing. Remember, on the test, if you're describing more than one upward trend, you want to use a variety of words. So my suggestion is that you get very comfortable with at least 3 of these, so when you take the test, you can use them easily in your answer. So let's check them out in some examples. Yearly income at Robbie's Bakery jumped significantly from 2006 to 2008. Robbie's Bakery saw an increase in income from 2006 to 2008. Yearly income improved greatly at Robbie's Bakery from £60,000 in 2006 to just under £100,000 in 2008. As you can see, those phrases are quite easy to use when describing an upward trend, and I recommend, like I mentioned, you use a variety of them in your test. Also, use a variety of verbs and nouns to describe the trend. Examiners would love that. Okay, now let's move on and look at downward trends. So rather than writing it went down, you could write to decrease, in the noun form, a decrease. To fall, a fall. To decline, a decline. To drop, a drop. Or to plummet. So the words like to decline or to drop have a very neutral meaning, but if you want to describe something that's really serious, you could use to plummet. Use stronger words like to plummet to describe more serious results. And as I mentioned earlier, again, I recommend you memorize and practice using at least 3 of these, so when you take the test, you can use a variety of phrases to describe a downward movement. And here they are in some more sentences. Lovely Loave's income declined rapidly from around $90,000 in 2004 to just over $40,000 in 2008. Lovely Loaves experienced a significant drop in yearly income from 2004 to 2008. Yearly income at Lovely Loaves plummeted in the years following 2004. On the IELTS test, when you get given a graph, especially a line graph like this, there's often lots of different points you can talk about. There'll be some upward trends, some downward trends, and some trends which are unpredictable. So you have to be able to write about all of these different trends. And here are some different phrases you can use when something is unpredictable like this. As you can see at the start of this graph, Lovely Loave's income was unpredictable. There are not as many synonyms for this trend, but here are a few good ones you can use. To fluctuate, in the noun form, a fluctuation. To vary, or a variation. In some sentences, Lovely Loave's yearly income fluctuated from 2000 to 2004. Lovely Loave's yearly income varied from 2000 to 2004. Lovely Loave's income experienced a period of fluctuation from 2000 to 2004. That last example is something examiners would love. When you want to talk about an amount of time, you can say a period of plus a noun. So a period of fluctuation or a period of variation. That's a great way to describe a certain amount of time. Okay, so far we've looked at upward trends, downward trends, fluctuations. Now let's take a look when nothing happens, when things stay very, very steady. You can say remain the same, to remain static, to remain unchanged. Or you can say to stabilize. If something has stabilized, it means in the past it was not flat, it was not steady. It could have had a big upswing, downswing, or been very unpredictable, but now it's stable. So only use to stabilize if that's the case. But the rest are just used to describe little or no change. And again, in some examples, Bernie's Bun's yearly income remained static from 2003 to 2006. Bernie's Bun's yearly income went through a period of stability from 2003 to 2006. So using words like these will improve your score, but that's not all. You now need to learn a structure, and this video here will help you with that. Learning a structure like this will help you organize your answer and get a better score overall on the IELTS Writing Task 1. So I'll see you there.